First tonight, are township leaders wasting your taxpayer money? People came to us concerned Georgetown Township is throwing away more than $1 million.
It all centers around the former Kmart property on Chicago Drive. The township bought it for $3 million, and now they're trying to sell it for less than $2 million.
24 Hour News 8's Heather Walker talked with board members tonight who say it's not a loss in investment. Right, Heather?
That's right, Marley. And officials have been working on the beautification of the township. This fountain is one example, tearing down the old Kmart. That's also in the plan. But the original plan was to build a new municipal complex that included a library and senior center. But voters voted that down. They had to go with Plan B. When you enter Georgetown Township on Chicago Drive, this property is one of the first things you see. For years, you were greeted by a crumbling and mostly empty plaza.
I think everybody appreciates the need to see something happen with this property. It's just unfortunate that it cost the taxpayers a little over $1 million.
Matt Kine lives in the township. He became concerned when he learned the township bought the property for $3 million. His concern turned to anger when he learned what it sold for. The property is broken up into 4 parcels. 3 are for sale. The 4th sits on a floodplain and will be turned into a green space for public use. If everything sells, the township will get about $1.8 million, a loss of over $1 million.
That's kind of concerning to me as a taxpayer.
Richard Vanderklok voted in favor of the sale and stands by his decision. Why did you think it was a good idea?
Well, for all the reasons that I just cited. I think in terms of timing, in terms of there are no other offers on the table. Do we think we would get more money? No one knows that. Did we pay too much for the property? Maybe we did.
So you kind of look at it in a way as an investment.
Exactly.
Jim Waringa voted against the sale because he thought they should wait and potentially get more money. But he says he agrees with the idea to sell it and thinks redeveloping the property will strengthen the business core in Jenison and add to property values.
It's a simplistic view to simply say you sold it for X and you bought it for Y, because there's too many other factors that make this a good decision for the township in the long run.
I mean, I don't care if there was a surplus of funds in the budget that allowed for this to happen. You still ultimately want to have an end goal.
Now, the developer who bought the Kmart property has not said what he plans to build. Live in Jenison, Heather Walker, 24 Hour News 8.
And Heather, you can definitely see why taxpayers would be concerned. Do they have an idea of what they'd like to see there?
No, I don't think they do, Marla. I think everyone's pretty hung up on that $1 million loss, but they definitely want to see some development here.
Of course, and quite a big hit to take. All right, Heather, thank you for that live report.